Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 24th through the 30th. This is a general reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're continuing with our summary mermaidy ocean theme and yet another mermaid deck, a new one. So we're going to see what's coming up in the week ahead for our Aquarius friends. And as always, my dears, love readings are in the link in the description for those of you who want to be more focused on love for the reading. You can definitely check out love readings after this if you would like. And the love readings for June are going to be up early, so they'll be up in the next couple of days as well. So, I mean, July, I'm sorry, not June, July. The ones for June are already up. The ones for July will be up early is what I'm saying. Okay, my dear, so let's see what's happening for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. We are coming into the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so we'll see if anything's happening in terms of that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And planets go retrograde all the time, guys. Sometimes we feel it more than others, so I'm more along the line of schooling that we don't need to be terrified of Mercury retrograde, but we'll see if anything is being affected energetically here. Alrighty, my dear. So, the beginning of your week, you've got Five of Swords. Aquarius. I like this deck because it has like a little clarifier word on the bottom. So if you're new to learning the tarot, or if you want to pull cards for yourself, but you're not always sure what the cards mean, and this is kind of helpful to have that. But, you know, Five of Swords is absolutely a card of conflict, or it can express conflict. For me, in my readings, typically with Five of Swords, I feel that it's a card that wants us to know that sometimes we need to choose our battles. Okay, so I don't want you to see the card and go, oh my goodness, why are you being so negative? I refuse to receive this. Okay, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not putting negativity out there. But we know sometimes things come up in life with certain people where sometimes we're not agreeing or we're not seeing eye to eye. So the reason for the message to come up is for us to figure out what might be a better way around this situation, right? It's not coming in as doom and gloom, so you don't need to worry about that. But when Five of Swords comes up for me as a reader in my readings, when I'm reading for my clients, and over the years, I've just kind of seen it to have the message of you need to pick your battles, because something that maybe you have a right to be upset, but it might be getting blown out of proportion. And if you're not cautious and if you're not careful, if you don't keep that in check, it can really become a big ordeal, and it can lead to the burning of a bridge. It can lead to like completely and totally ending a relationship or a friendship, or walking out of a job, you know, and then later on you might be like, oh my goodness, I wish I hadn't done that. So the message for me when Five of Swords comes up is that there might be a little bit of friction in certain situations or certain relationships or situations in your life, and you might have a right to be upset. Like whatever's happening, you might be in the right. But this is definitely one of those situations, Aquarius, where it's going to be in your best interest and highest good to take a little bit of a step back. Let yourself calm down. Let yourself get yourself together before you have this conversation, or before you have this situation where you are wanting to confront somebody or have a conversation. For some of you, you might feel this Five of Swords situation, you're getting thrown into it, where all of a sudden it's a bickering that begins to build and it becomes a fight. Take that moment and say, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a few minutes. I'm going to take some time. Let me just clear my head. Let me just calm down, and then we can discuss this later. We can discuss this at a later time. So you will probably, Aquarius, have to be the one to keep the situation in check and to keep your feelings in check. And, you know, there's a whole lot of benefits that can come from this situation if you do take some time away, if you're able to take a day or two even away, or longer before addressing it. If you can maybe journal and write down what it is about this situation that's upsetting you so much? Why is it triggering you? What does it remind you of from the past? You know, so this could also be a very big opportunity for healing, right? So not only can you resolve the situation peacefully, you can really completely and totally heal something and remove one of your triggers, essentially, where that's no longer going to be a trigger for you. Just something to think about, my darlings. Your Wednesday, Thursday is Six of Pentacles. So this is generosity. Okay, so you know what I love about Six of Pentacles? Obviously, yes, it has to do with finances. It's a card that we associate with money and money being balanced. But because you all had Five of Swords in the beginning of the week, for those of you who are having that friction energy where you're getting annoyed or upset or offended, or somebody is maybe, you know, being a thorn in your side in some way, if you are handling this correctly, like we talked about, like if you're in control of your feelings and of the way that you're communicating, it's going to bring a lot of you to the Six of Pentacles energy. Now, for some of you, the conflict can be around finances. So it could be something where you're working out an agreement where things are fair financially, or everybody's holding their weight, or you know, discussing a promotion or a raise or something like that. For some of you, it can be with money. But overall, not only is this card having to do with money, this, you know, Pentacles is about energy. Money is a physical measure of energy spent. Money is energy. Money represents the energy you give your boss every week, right? And that's like you're being compensated for the energy you gave, so you can go and you can buy things. Money is energy. Pentacles are energy. So this is about abundance, and this is about having this beautiful flow where not only do you have enough money or energy coming in to sustain yourself, to get yourself what you need, you have enough that you can save, you have enough that you can go and have fun with, and you have enough that you can go and give other people when it's an appropriate time to be generous or to be giving. So it's an ideal financial situation. But when we're looking at it energetically, those of you Aquarius who have been in a situation where you've been around people who've been taking and not giving, when you come into this Five of Swords energy in the beginning of the week, if you handle it the way that we talked about, then a lot of you are going to be able to establish kind of like this new understanding with this person where it's like, here's what I need from you. Like, if you want to continue to have me in your life, or if you want to salvage this relationship, or if you want to salvage this arrangement that we all have together, I need you to step up in these ways, or this is what I need, or this is what hasn't been fair for me. So you are placing yourself, Aquarius, on the receiving end of generosity, where if you're responding from an emotional point, and you might have every reason to be upset, right? Especially if you've been a giver and you're with somebody who's been a taker. Let's face it, usually somebody who's a taker, they're a little bit asleep. They're not maybe as conscious as you, they're not maybe as high vibrational as you, but if you're able to take control of your feelings, and if you're able to approach it in a way that's going to bring about like a constructive energy, then this person realizes, oh, whoa, okay, well, here's what I need to do for Aquarius to keep Aquarius around, or here's what I need to do for Aquarius so that things are fair for Aquarius, because I didn't realize Aquarius isn't Superwoman or Superman. I didn't realize Aquarius, you know, needs attention or help or affection too. So you're placing yourself to where you can receive more. Whereas if you just blow up and go off in the beginning of the week, they might be like, oh, Aquarius is so has such a bad temper, oh, Aquarius made a big deal out of nothing, oh, I don't know what, you know, like they might not hear the message. All they know is that it became this big argument, and they end up playing victim. But if you don't come at them with that fire, and if you can come at them with logic and facts and reasoning, they can't play victim. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're putting yourself in a more advantageous situation, and you're placing yourself midweek on the receiving end so that you are able to receive, whether it's money, attention, time, assistance, affection, whatever it is, you're placing yourself to receive. The end of the week here, we have Five of Wands, which is competition, okay? Or it can be competing goals. Okay, so for many of you, it's going to be in different ways. This is a energy that we're going to feel in different ways in our life. But honestly, you guys, I feel that for a lot of you, this is going to have to do with you're trying to complete something, you're trying to bring something full term. So as you're coming into the receiving energy, you are going to be getting positive attention from your relationships, from your partners, from in a work situation, because your heart is opening up and you're in this receptive energy, you're receiving. So all of a sudden, don't be surprised if people in your life, Aquarius, start to see that about you. They see you on the come up, or they notice, like at work, they notice that the supervisor is like, giving you praise, or they notice that maybe you might be getting to do certain projects or responsibilities that other people aren't, or they notice that you're getting attention in some way, or somebody notices that your relationship seems to be going well. And then sometimes we know those toxic fake friends that come in and try to like flirt with our crush or with our partner or whatever. So some of you might have people stepping up and trying to compete with you in that way because they see you shining, they see you receiving, and they may kind of feel like you know they want a piece of it, like they're insecure, so they feel like they have to compete with you to boost their ego. Usually I find that five of wands comes up, the competition card comes up, to let you know not to be afraid of this, like to let you know that if you didn't have talents, if you didn't have gifts, if you didn't have abilities, if you didn't have a leg to stand on, people wouldn't be trying to take you out. It's because you're succeeding. You're already winning. If somebody's coming at you with a challenge, it's because they want to be where you're standing. You've already won, right? You already have what it takes to be in that position. And the way that you're going to keep staying in that position is by not letting them pull you down into their doo-doo energy, by not letting you pull you down into that low vibration, right? So not being afraid, not being insecure, being in your confidence is sometimes the quickest way to victory in a situation like that, because you're already there. So let's go ahead and pull your angel message for the week. And guys, be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. And sometimes it just kind of adds a little extra information. Obviously, if you would like a private reading, I'm available for those as well. And the information for that is in the description of the video. Your angel message for the week, my darlings, and this is very fitting with the theme that you guys are having, Aquarius. You have Goddess of Justice. What seems as an injustice is actually a blessing. So like I said, if there's been friction, or if there's been like people that have been coming at you, this is the opportunity that you have to set things straight, to set boundaries, and to turn the energy around in your favor, in a calm or peaceful way. A lot of the times I also feel this card comes up when your angels and guides are wanting you to know, like, don't worry, because the truth of a situation is coming out, or what's fair is going to be happening. Some of you have been waiting on a decision where somebody maybe wronged you in some way, or somebody was not fair to you in some way. So if you have a case at work that's under review, or if you have had to actually go to court and you have something pending in a court, whatever is coming back is like a ruling or a finding or a restitution for you, or something for you, some kind of like paying you back or reimbursement. It's placing you in a better situation you were in than before the wrong occurred, than before before you had this grievance. So whatever's coming in is going to end up doing you a favor. It makes me think, there's a scripture in the Bible, or there's like a account or story or whatever you want to call it, about a prophet that they tried to put a curse on him, and their god was Balaam, right? And so a bunch of wizards or whatever got together to put a curse on this prophet. But the verse says, but the Lord did not listen to Balaam, because the Lord loves you, and turn the curse into a blessing for you, right? So somebody might be coming at you with negative energy or like doo-doo energy or doing this stuff towards you, but justice is happening. There's this cosmic justice. There's this your angels or guides looking out for you. And sometimes we think of karma of, oh, if somebody's going to do something bad to me, something bad is going to happen to them. The best kind of karma, actually, guys, is when somebody tries to do something negative towards you, but the universe or your angels or guides or Archangel Michael comes in and takes that negative energy and recycles it and uses it to bless you instead. So they put all this energy into like trying to harm you, but it ended up putting you in a better situation. To me, that's so much better than the kind of karma where you're waiting for something bad to happen to somebody else. So if you do feel there's negative energy coming towards you, ask your angels and guides to take it and to transmute it. Transmute it is a fancy word for recycling it. It's transmutation. It's a form of alchemy. So just ask your angels and guides to take this negativity, transmute it into love and light and blessings for the highest good, and know that whatever somebody might be trying to do to get at you, it's not gonna work, guys. This is a big week for you where you can really take this negative energy and it can be turned around for blessings to put you where you're receiving good and wonderful things. So I'm excited for you, my darlings. I'm wishing you a fabulous week ahead, and I will have the love videos up soon. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here, my darlings.